Good afternoon, everyone. Today, I want to discuss a topic that is not just relevant but crucial for each and every one of us: the importance of focusing on yourself and eliminating the habit of wasting time. Time, as we know, is the one resource that is truly irreplaceable. Money, possessions, and even relationships can often be regained or rebuilt, but time, once lost, is gone forever. Despite this undeniable truth, we often treat time as if it's infinite, indulging in habits and distractions that offer little to no value to our lives. Think about this for a moment. How many times have you found yourself scrolling through social media for hours, binge watching a series, or procrastinating on tasks you know are important? While these activities may bring temporary satisfaction, they ultimately steal precious moments from your life moments that could have been spent building something meaningful, pursuing your dreams, or simply improving yourself. The purpose of this discussion is not just to talk about productivity. It's about reclaiming control over your life, about redirecting your energy inward so that you can achieve the goals that truly matter to you. Today we'll explore why focusing on yourself is so essential, how to recognize the ways we waste time, and practical strategies to transform those habits into empowering actions that lead to a life of purpose and fulfillment. To begin, let's talk about what it means to focus on yourself. Focusing on yourself doesn't mean being selfish or disregarding others. It means understanding that you are the foundation of everything you wish to achieve. If you don't invest in your growth, if you don't nurture your well-being, how can you expect to contribute meaningfully to your relationships, your work, or your community? Focusing on yourself is an act of self-respect. It's about acknowledging that you have potential, and it's your responsibility to unlock it. Self-improvement is a lifelong journey. It's about identifying your strengths, working on your weaknesses, and striving to become a better version of yourself. Imagine sharpening a knife when the blade is dull. It can't cut effectively, no matter how much effort you put in. Similarly, if you don't take the time to sharpen your skills, improve your knowledge, and maintain your health, you won't be able to perform at your best, no matter how hard you try. When you focus on self-improvement, you unlock possibilities you never thought existed. For example, learning a new language might open up opportunities to travel or work abroad. Picking up a new hobby like painting or writing can become a source of income or a creative outlet that enhances your mental health. The ripple effect of self-improvement is profound. When you grow, you inspire others around you to grow as well. A confident, capable, and compassionate person has the power to positively influence their family, friends, and even strangers. Another key reason to focus on yourself is to find your purpose. Purpose is what gives life meaning. It's the driving force that helps you navigate through challenges and setbacks. Without a clear sense of purpose, it's easy to feel lost or aimless, merely going through the motions of life without direction. Many people spend their lives chasing goals that others have set for them, whether it's their parents, their peers, or societal norms. But true happiness comes from identifying what you genuinely want, not what others expect of you. Take some time to reflect on what makes you feel alive. What are your passions? What are your values? What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? Journaling can be a powerful tool for self-discovery. Write down your thoughts, your dreams, and your fears. Seek mentorship from people who have walked the path you aspire to take. Sometimes your purpose might not be immediately clear, and that's okay. The process of searching for it is just as important as the destination. Now, let's talk about one of the biggest obstacles to focusing on yourself: distractions and procrastination. We live in a world filled with endless distractions. Our phones buzz with notifications every few minutes. Streaming platforms tempt us with new content, and social media feeds are designed to keep us hooked. It's no wonder that many of us struggle to stay focused. Procrastination adds another layer to this challenge. It's the habit of delaying tasks, despite knowing their importance. Why do we procrastinate? Sometimes it's fear of failure. Sometimes it's a lack of motivation. And sometimes it's simply because the task feels overwhelming. For example, if you're assigned a big project at work, you might avoid starting because you don't know where to begin. Instead of tackling the project step by step, you distract yourself with less important tasks, convincing yourself that you'll get to it later. The problem is that later often never comes. And while you procrastinate, time slips away. A study by Harvard Business Review found that the average person spends over 2 hours a day on social media alone. That's more than 700 hours a year, nearly a month's worth of time that could have been spent learning, creating, or connecting with loved ones. One of the most insidious ways we waste time is through unnecessary comparisons. Social media, in particular, has made it easier than ever to compare our lives to others. We see influencers with perfect bodies, friends posting pictures of their vacations, and colleagues celebrating promotions. It's easy to feel like we're falling behind. But here's the truth: most of what we see online is curated. People share their highlights, not their struggles. Comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel is not only unfair, but also a waste of energy. Instead of looking outward, focus inward. Track your own progress. Celebrate your own milestones, no matter how small. Success is not about being better than others. It's about being better than you were yesterday. Another common time-wasting habit is people-pleasing. Many of us spend too much time trying to satisfy others, often at the expense of our own goals. We say yes to requests we don't have time for. We agree to social plans we're not interested in, and we prioritize others' needs over our own. While it's important to be kind and supportive, constantly putting others before yourself can lead to burnout and resentment. Learning to say no is a powerful skill. It allows you to protect your time and focus on what truly matters. Saying no doesn't have to be rude or confrontational. A simple "I'd love to help, but I'm currently focusing on other commitments" is enough. When you respect your own time, others will respect it too. Lack of prioritization is another major barrier to personal growth. Without clear priorities, it's easy to get caught up in busy work that doesn't move the needle. The Perel principle, also known as the 80/20 rule, teaches us to focus on the 20% of activities that yield 80% of our desired results. For example, if you're an entrepreneur, spending time building relationships with key clients might be more valuable than tweaking your website design. To prioritize effectively, use tools like the Eisenhower matrix to categorize your tasks. This simple framework helps you decide what's urgent, what's important, and what can be delegated or eliminated. By focusing on high-impact tasks, you can achieve more in less time. To truly focus on yourself, you need clear goals. Goals provide direction and motivation. Without them, you're like a ship sailing without a compass. But not all goals are created equal. To be effective, your goals should be SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For instance, instead of saying, "I want to be healthier," set a goal like, "I will exercise for 30 minutes, 5 days a week." Break big goals into smaller, manageable steps. This prevents overwhelm and allows you to track your progress. Celebrate small victories along the way. They keep you motivated and remind you of how far you've come. Discipline is the cornerstone of success. While motivation might get you started, discipline keeps you going when motivation fades. Developing discipline requires building habits that align with your goals. For example, if you're working on a book, commit to writing 500 words daily, even when you don't feel like it. Over time, these small actions compound into significant results. Reflection is another essential practice. Take time each day to evaluate how you're spending your time. Are your actions aligned with your goals? Are there areas where you could improve? Reflection helps you stay accountable and make adjustments as needed. In conclusion, focusing on yourself and valuing your time is the key to living a life of purpose and fulfillment. By eliminating distractions, setting clear goals, and prioritizing your growth, you can achieve more than you ever thought possible. Your time is your most precious resource. Don't let it slip away. Instead, use it to build the life you've always dreamed of. Thank you.